Therapy with Sun Show. Yeah, you know how it goes. The flow is a little different. Father's Day's here, and shout out to all the fathers that came here. Yeah, I appreciate you all. I wish my dad was still here, but I gotta stand tall, and I will. Each and every day, no days off, 360 days away. Where's 365? But you know what I'm talking about. I mess up sometimes, but I've known to be getting back on the horse, and I'm gonna do this thing. And of course, me and you, we are the two. We can expand to the three. You and me, he and us, and the we and the boys and the girls. Yeah, this is our world. We take it there. Yeah, scared never are. Sometimes we be a little fearful, but we stars. Stars up in the sky. No, we right here on earth. We've been doing this thing since the birth. And for what it's worth, I'ma keep on going, flowing. Make sure that originality is showing. Responsibility is what we're talking about for another adult. Do we do it like a cult? Is another man responsible for another woman or man? Yeah, I know we can make that decision whether it's true, but is it something that we have the responsibility to do? Well, let's get into it. Yeah, we flow like fluid. Yeah, I know you knew it would be coming between 1 and 1:30. A little over, but it won't hurt. See, ye and I, we get like this, stay fly. It's gonna be all right. Yeah, it's gonna be all right. What's going on, y'all? Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. And Father's Day. Father's Day is here. It's here. The most controversial holiday on the schedule, as far as I'm concerned. We know that we have to keep a lot of people at bay. We have to keep a lot of people at bay on Father's Day. A lot of emotions come across people when it comes to Father's Day. Mother's Day is very emotional too for a lot of people, especially people who have lost their moms. And shout out to each and every person out there who has lost their mom. Father's Day is a little bit different, because Father's Day is the time. That's the holiday when people want to talk about their pain. They want to talk about what has been done and what hasn't been done. It's not often a holiday where people are ready to put their differences aside and let bygones be bygones, but we're going to do this right now. Hey, yo, come on. So that's how it's going down. Urban Therapy with Sun. Yes, that's how it's going down. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we take 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feel like real men and women should also. I want to start off by saying Happy Father's Day to each and every father that's out there, whether you are active, whether you are still here with us in the physical form, or whether you have moved on to our spiritual realm. Happy Father's Day, dads. I know it ain't been easy. I know it's not easy. And it's going to be a little rough for some of y'all today. Some of y'all are going to be forgotten today. Some of y'all are not going to feel or see the spoils of your success or the fruits of your labor. But I want you to know that I understand each and every man. And shout out to all the non-biological fathers, all of the fathers that are putting in that father work. All of the stepdads out there, all of the bonus dads out there, all of the fathers out there that are trying their best, doing their best, and making the best for somebody else who may be in the absence of those. So a father is one who furthers knowledge. That's what I've been taught. A father is one who furthers knowledge. So whether y'all have the same bloodline, DNA, strand, or whatever, it doesn't matter. If a man takes the responsibility to treat you like a son or a daughter, and that bestows that wisdom upon you, takes responsibility for you, does for you, cares for you, and makes sure that you are safe, warm, protected, comfortable, that's a dad. That's dad enough for me. So let's get into it, y'all. All right. So today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, I'm sorry, I have to look over here to the left monitor because we weren't fully set up there, you know. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are asking the question: is an adult really responsible for another adult? We're gonna talk about being responsible for another person. Can a fully grown man or woman be responsible for another fully grown man or woman? Now, when we say can, we know that it's possible because we've seen it. Is it their responsibility to do that? Is it another fully grown adult's responsibility to be responsible for another fully grown adult? Like even in a spousal situation, a marriage, we know that a man is supposed to take care of his family. He's supposed to make sure that the family is provided for and that they are protected, that no outside threats shall come and visit this household. So in that regard, he takes care of his family and he is taking on responsibility. All right, that's in a marriage. We understand the responsibility that being in a marriage carries. What about other situations? What about other situations? Is a man responsible for another man? Like, what if his brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, adult children, is he responsible for them? Is a mother responsible for them? Now, we voluntarily take responsibility for whoever pulls at our heartstrings, for whoever we love, or who we like, or who we appreciate, or who we think needs it more than us. Many times, many of us are very altruistic in our approach to others and to people who we know need help and deserve help. But are we responsible? See, it's one thing to do something voluntarily. It's one thing to say, you know what, I'm going to look out for you. I'm going to take care of you the same way I would take care of this, that, the third, anything out there. But when it comes to somebody telling you, no, you have to do this for this person, you have to do this for that other person, that's when things can change. That's when things can get a little dicey. That's when they can get a little complicated. And that's when choices can start to be made. I'm like, no, I'm not responsible for you. I was doing this and this, that, and the third as a courtesy to you. I didn't have to do that. But some people out there feel like because of your position in a family or your position or rank in a position in a certain situation, yeah, you have to take care of somebody else. All right. Okay. What up, Dimples D's? What's going on? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you coming through always and every day. And thanks for the Father's Day shout out. And Ali Milligan, hope you have a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed day as well. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hero Brian, good looking out. Thanks for coming through, Hero Brian. All right. Roic Guys. I don't know what Johnny Sins is. I don't know. And Access to Rome. Thanks for coming through, Access to Rome. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. All right, so yeah, is an adult responsible for another fully grown adult? I mean, this is a judgment call. This can definitely be a judgment call. You know, like Can somebody really tell you that you're responsible for other adults if you are an adult yourself or if they are an adult? Well, depending on how you look at it, we have to take responsibility for adults in our everyday lives. Sometimes voluntary, often voluntary. Should I say often voluntarily, and oftentimes not so voluntarily. But even in those times when it may not be consciously voluntarily or voluntary, you may have signed up in order to take on this responsibility. For example, let's say you are in a leadership position at work. You know the reason that a lot of people don't want to be supervisors or managers or even owners. A lot of times people don't want to be supervisors, managers, or have any type of leadership positions because of the responsibility that you have. Most people that I know who say that they don't want to be a supervisor or a manager or whatever, they either cite the money, like either they say, well, the supervisor really doesn't make it, or the manager doesn't really make any more money than I do because I can work overtime and make more money than they do. So it's not that much worth it, especially given the responsibility that they have. A lot of people say that they don't want to have to tell other grown men and women what to do. It's a pain in the ass and it's hard. I don't think it's hard. I don't think it's hard at all. I actually relish in it. I don't want any position where I'm not a manager, not even a supervisor. I'm past all of that. So if I'm not a manager, I'm not even filling out the application. Really, that's where I am with it. But I've been that way since I was young. Like, I know where the money is. And if somebody's going to make the decisions, I would rather it be me. Not that I have a problem following directions or instructions, because I don't. Actually, I kind of dig it, because that way you can find out exactly what a person wants or what the expectation is and go ahead and do it. Troj, I'm sorry, man. You gave a super chat, and I'm so appreciative of that super chat, my brother, man. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for that. I got two things for you. I got the cowbell for you. I got the cowbell for you. And also, but I want to be able to say your name right. So I would say, if it was two names, I would say Troll GE. No, but I guess Troll. Listen, you giving up that kind of dough. I appreciate you so much, man. So I want to show my appreciation. 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 Thanks for coming through in a super chat. Is something like super glue. It will keep me doing this thing for a long time. Not because of the money, but I know that I'm appreciative of anything you give with us, the money and time. But you did nothing less than a crown. You're giving me the dough, and I appreciate it. And I'm gonna tell you so. So everybody give this man some respect, because he gave him $20, and that's respectful. Not coming at your neck, and I hope I didn't embarrass you, but I appreciated what you do. So, 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 thanks for coming on by, man. I appreciate you. Yo, Most High. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Troll says, how should I silence the kids in my basement? Uh-oh. I hope they just in the basement playing around. You know what I mean? Please don't abduct any kids on this show. You know what I mean? I would hate to accept the super chat and at the same time be investigated. We ain't doing that. We good. Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely show the world's most precious and greatest pearl of the world. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. And thank you for the Father's Day shout out. Dion Pryor says, Happy Father's Day, everyone. And I want to repeat those sentiments. Jake Wall says, that's 20 rupees. Okay. Not dollars. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You're right. Well, let me see. I don't even know what a rupee is. What country uses rupees? Let's see. Okay. Shit, fuck it. Okay, it says 20 Indian rupees is 24 cents United States dollar. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. He gave up something. He gave up something. So still, everything still stands because he didn't have to give nothing. So I'm not going to take it as a diss. I'm not going to take it as a diss at all. Thank you. Thank you for the 20 rupees, the 24 cents, because he could have said, he could have made his comment for nothing. So I ain't mad at it. All right. And I ain't mad at it. Thank you. Thank you for the 20 rupees. Heavy Lemon says, Giat reveal. I don't know what that means. T. Carey Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. Thanks for coming on through. Happy Father's Days to all of those who do what they gotta do with the male sense. What we not gonna do on this show today is be giving no Happy Father's Day shout outs to no mothers. You know, mothers do what mothers do, what fathers do what fathers do. So we don't come on any other show talking about some, shout out to all the mothers the fathers that's been the men that have been playing the mother role. Like, we don't do that, so we're not gonna do it in reverse. No disrespect. All right, but like I said, at work, on our jobs, if you're in a supervisory or a managerial position, even a team leader, or even just as a regular subordinate employee, they'll tell you that you are responsible for another adult. Like, for example, if you see misconduct from another adult, and whether you are a manager or a supervisor, if you allow that conduct to go on and you don't say anything about it, and it could pose a danger to all of the other people at that job, what's going to happen? They're going to tell you had a responsibility to just have reported the problem. Like, so if you see someone being sexually harassed or abused, or maybe even physically abused or something like that, you knew that was going on at the job and you didn't say anything about it, somebody's going to talk to you about it. They're going to come and talk to you about it. Like, why wouldn't you say anything? Because that was more than just a work violation. That is a crime. So in that regard, we all take responsibility for other adults as adults, whether we do it willingly or whether we do it as a responsibility that has been bestowed upon us, forced upon us, and expected of us to take responsibility for other adults. So in that regard, we all take responsibility for other adults. So how far do we go with it? Voluntarily, how far do we go with it? We know that as mothers and fathers, or neighbors, friends, teachers, coaches, mentors, we have a responsibility to take care of our children, protect our children, feed our children, make sure that the welfare of our children are always done first, take center stage, and are followed through with. Well, what about when those children turn 18, 19, 20, 21, or however older they are? Does that mean that because they are adults now, legally and physically, does that mean that we no longer have responsibility for them? Now, the law may say one thing, and actually the law says a variety of things. How much do you agree or disagree with how the law divides or distributes responsibility from one adult to another adult. And let me tell y'all something that I forgot to tell y'all until later on in the show yesterday. You can call into the show. If you would like to come off of the chat and actually have your voice heard, I invite you to call in. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. As a matter of fact, the number is 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, 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 y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number, and you can rock on and do the damn, do the damn thing. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. We are asking, is an adult responsible for another adult? Is an adult responsible for another adult? So we left off before I started talking about the number that you can call into, 319-527-6199. We left off talking about, are you responsible for your adult children? Now, most parents that I know really, really love their children. All of them, just about all of them. I can't say 100% of them, but just about all of them raise their children. That's male and female. And a lot of them, the majority of them, have a good relationship with their children. Some of them really hold on to their children and provide for them, more than provide for them. Because I look at providing, and y'all can straighten me out on this, and please do. I look at there as being the difference between providing and taking care of. Now, maybe I'm off base. Maybe I'm just, separating adjectives. But I look at, or separating descriptions or definitions. But I look at providing for someone as one thing and taking care of someone as another thing. For example, I look at providing for somebody as giving somebody extra when they already have for themselves. Like a man provides for his family. That doesn't mean that the family itself, each individual member of that family, it doesn't mean that they don't have jobs for themselves. It doesn't mean that they don't have other streams of income or means of income. It doesn't mean that they don't have a way of taking care of themselves. It doesn't mean that they don't have other places to live or other options to have things that they want. He may have a wife that has a good job or a really great career. She may make more than him, and he still provides for his family. So he makes sure that he takes care of his part of the bills, however that agreement may be within that family, and it also means that he's financially making sure that things are taken care of. He's playing his part. When I look at taking care of somebody, I look at that as you are the chief provider for them. Like, they don't have an income or means or place to stay or a way of getting things on their own. It all comes through you. So if I'm taking care of a woman, that woman probably doesn't work. That's it. She don't work. She doesn't have a place to stay. I provide that. She doesn't have a car to drive. I provide that. She doesn't have a way of feeding, clothing, and taking care of her children. I provide that. If I'm taking care of her. Now, maybe I'm taking care of her just by herself. So I just make sure that financially and as far as a residence is concerned, I'm taking care of that part. But she doesn't have a way of providing for herself besides me. So I look at that as the difference between providing and taking care of somebody. So when I say, when you does an adult have the responsibility, or is an adult responsible, really responsible for another adult? I'm separating the wheat from the chaff. I'm separating providing from taking care of. But I want to know what y'all think. Thanks for coming through, Heavy Lemons. He says ripples. What the fuck is ruppies? Oh, you talking about, it's rupees. Rupees. And evidently on Native American soil in the United States, on those reservations, I guess they have their own form of currency. And I guess that currency is called rupees. So that's what it is. And nonetheless, like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at troll. Not at all. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Kushal Deep Singh says, "Sir, please give a shout out to Cedar Ram and Rod Krishna Ji, please." All right. I hope I just did that. Shirley Cheryl says, "It depends on what form of responsibility you are talking about." Exactly. That's why I'm trying to provide some examples. But yeah, well, when your children are 18, 19, 20, 21, I mean, if you look at your health insurance, if you have your children on your health insurance, they say you can keep your children on your health insurance until they are what, like 26 years old? Now you don't have to. You could have kicked you could have kicked your kids off your insurance a long time ago. But a lot of parents decide to keep their kids on their health insurance, especially if their children are just starting out in the workforce, trying to get themselves together, get their lives in order, and start learning to be responsible for themselves. A lot of parents will help out by providing, health insurance, sometimes paying the rent, or helping to pay a portion of the rent or the bills if the child is left home. Many parents keep their children at home well after 21, and they don't feel no kind of way about it. As a matter of fact, some parents, if you talk to them about like, yo, why your kids still home, if you present that in a derogatory way, it'll be like trying to slide the food bowl away from a dog while a dog is eating. You ever try to do that? You might have learned as a child that when a dog is eating, you don't take the food away from them. They don't like it. They don't appreciate it. It will not be received well. They'll give you that warning growl. But they think is like, yo, this is my bowl. They put the food in here for me. This is where I eat it. If you wanted to move the bowl, the time to have done that would have been before I started eating this. But you're playing around, and this is a dangerous game. You may get some canines. You know what I mean? You might get a mark. Matter of fact, I got a bite mark. Can y'all see this shit? Yeah, right here. Right here. Part German Shepherd, part what is it? What is it? Part German Shepherd, part fuck. What's the name of the dog? They're normally orange, but they come in black and white too. They sort of look like a lion. What's the name of the dog? Anyway, Anyway, that dog, yeah, he ain't want to play. I've never gotten bit by a dog in my life. As an adult, he hooked me up. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of parents will scoff at you. You might get cussed out or invited to, or definitely invited to mind your own damn business if you start asking them about why they are taking care of their adult kids, or why the kids are still living home, or why you are paying their rent and all that kind of stuff. Some parents, some parents cop out to it, or some parents admit that, like, yeah, I know I shouldn't, blah blah, but they having a hard time, and especially, and shout out to all of the parents out there who not only take care of their adult children or help out with their adult children, but they help out with their adult children because those adult children have other children. So not only are your adult children living under your roof, but so are your grandkids. And I've also seen situations where it was like Mike and Gloria on All in the Family. Not only are you married and living under your parents' roof, but you got Mike and Gloria and Joey. But it might have been Joey and Christina and Russell and, I don't know, Cece. I've seen it. I've seen it. Some of y'all seeing it now. Did they have to do it? Probably not. Are they doing it? Absolutely. Is it their business? 100%. But nonetheless, if we're having a conversation today about, is an adult responsible, really responsible for another adult, we have to start looking at these kinds of things. So what do y'all think? I mean, y'all a little quiet today. I gotta make sure that I'm still online as far as the chat is concerned. So what I'm gonna have to do is go on here and make sure that my chat didn't stall out. And it didn't. Okay. We good. All right. So yeah. So whether it's actually your responsibility or not, we know that we have a lot of parents out there, a lot of adults that are taking care of other adults. So what do you think? What do you think when it comes to your kids, your adult children? Are you responsible for your adult children? Probably a decision that's personal. It can be a personal decision. It can be a judgment call. It can be what you want it to be. But what is it? What do you think? What do you think? My child is, you may have had a child who was a teenage parent. So maybe if your daughter got pregnant at 15, 16, being nice, because we can start earlier. But let's say 15, 16 years old, and that at 15 to 16 years old, they're not ready to take on the full responsibility of being a parent themselves. So of course they're going to be living under your roof. Shout out to the parents who didn't kick their kids out when they got pregnant young, or got somebody pregnant young, But you're going to have you and the baby, and you're going to be taking care of both. Shout out to all of the parents who really took on the shout out to all of the grandparents who took on the full responsibility of being the parent. As a matter of fact, shout out to the grandparents out there who not only took care of their grandkids, but the grandkids considered the grandmom to be mom. So they might have called the grandparent mom and called the mom by her first name. I'm not saying that I approve of that situation, but I've seen what I've seen. I know what I know. And it went how it went. Okay. Shirley Cheryl, What's going on, Johnny West? Shirley Cheryl says there are occupations that require you to be responsible for other adults in the Army. Not just the Army, because just a few minutes ago I was talking about if you are a supervisor or a manager, you're responsible for every adult that you have on your shift. So they don't get the work done, you get fired. You're totally responsible. If it's found out that they've been stealing on the job, sleeping on the job, clocking in for times that are irresponsible, and you haven't been on this shit because you haven't been checking payroll or 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 the time cards, that's on you. It's on you. You're fully responsible for that. If it goes on, if it goes on in your presence, and you get you get the initial warning because it could have slipped by you, but if it keeps going on, guess what happens? They get fired, and so do you. You're going down because when you are a supervisor or a manager, you have the full responsibility of everybody who works under your shift, and more than likely, they're all going to be adults. And everybody is in agreement with this. Everybody is in agreement with the structure. We have plenty of rebels on the job who will tell you that I ain't got to do what no other person say, or I ain't nobody. I don't have a boss. I have an employer, and all that sounds good. Nonetheless, your work performance will be judged by that person, so they are responsible for you. You're responsible for you too, but they are responsible for you too, and you contractually agreed to it. Sorry, I can't read the Russian handwriting or whatever language that is, but thanks for coming through. Mahendra from India, thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Fink says, I love your head, sir. Well, thanks. Thanks. Appreciate that. Bob says, you're not black if you vote Trump. Don't stick your beliefs. Don't stick to your beliefs. Just be a follower who is afraid of not being accepted, okay? You're not black if you vote Trump. Well, I would never vote for Trump. But I guess that's your little dig at Biden when he said in 2020 election that you're not black if you vote for Trump. I mean, he was right in many aspects. I understood what he meant. I understood what he meant. Like, you call yourself a black person, you gonna vote for a noted historical racist? I get it. I ain't saying that I agreed with it, but I get it. Shoot, black people charge each other with not being black all the time. We don't think twice about it. Oh, you don't know how to play spades? Give me your black card. You don't eat chicken, collard greens? You don't wash your chicken before you cook it? You ain't black. I don't know. You got that white shit from. Oh my God. You never saw Cooley High. Friday. What? We charge black people with not being black all the time. But when a white man does it, I don't know. I ain't got time for that shit. All right. Dimples D says, no, I stopped being responsible for my children at the age of 26. I did give them until 26 years of age. Once they started having children, everything stopped. Well, did it really stop? Because you probably provided some things for your grandchildren. You may have still helped them out, but I understand what you mean by not being totally responsible for them anymore. Like 20 at 26, you should have your wings, unless there are extenuating circumstances that may be limiting your growth. And there are plenty of extenuating circumstances that can limit a person's ability to be able to take care of themselves, like an illness. Like an illness happens, and a mental illness. One thing about having a mentally challenged child is that from day one, from the day of their birth, you are going to have to be responsible for that child no matter how old they get. Ain't no way out. They know that. Every adult who has had, every mother and father who has had a mentally challenged child knows that you're going to have to be all in for the rest of their life, which means it could be the rest of your life too, because if they outlive you, then until you close your eyes for the last time, you're going to have to hold it down for them. Physically, emotionally, financially, everything elsingly. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, let's keep it moving. All right. Okay. TK right says you're responsible for other adults at drug or mental treatment centers. Yep. And it's not limited to that. TK right says I left that comment there for kicks. Okay. Shirley Show says electricians. You talking about the liability that electricians have if they don't wire up a house right and then there's a fire? Yeah. And that's any other occupation too, any other trade. TK Wright says, shit, bouncers are responsible for other adults to a degree. They are. Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. No, sir, you can't talk to her that way. Let me escort you out. It was just words. No free speech in here. You disrespected that woman. You gotta go. Or take this head bashing. Me and the other of these muscle bound, gearheads are going to take care of you. We're going to be very responsible for you until the doctors are. Doctors, nurses, technicians, CK Wright says, no spades, not black. Like I said, we take away our black, just talking properly or so-called proper English. What do you mean you don't say y'all or ain't? You don't say y'all or ain't? You ain't black. I've heard it said. I mean, God forbid you be a real so-called proper English talking ass nigga. I don't make no bones about it. I don't really like anybody who speaks so-called proper English. And I say so-called proper English because no American speaks proper English. They only speak proper English in England. Nowhere else where English is spoken is in its proper form. Nowhere. Not Australia. Nowhere. Not South Africa. Not in South America. Not in the Caribbean. Nowhere. Not in Canada. Nowhere where English is spoken besides England do they speak proper English. And even in England, they don't speak proper English. Most of them. The majority of the citizens don't speak proper English. Because speaking proper English is hard. But when a black person insists on following all of the spelling rules and the grammar rules, other black people look at them a little sideways. I know I do. Cause I mean, like, we definitely know who you're trying to impress. I mean, it's good to keep it's a good way to keep a job. But nowadays, you ain't gotta do that to keep a job. That's very old school. Nobody give a fuck about how many words you know anymore. And they really do focus on what you can do. And I shouldn't say nobody. Because racism will always disqualify you on any of your shortcomings or your shortcuts that you take. Chukwuma Ofwedu. Good eating. Good evening from Nigeria. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. And Barman Freeman says, I put a screen door on the submarine. On the submarine to keep the underwater mosquitoes out. Cool. Urban Therapy don't play psychoanalysis with me. Okay. The jokes off this just got serious. Okay. What do you know about Juarez, Mexico? Okay. Spouses are responsible for another adult. Okay, we're gonna get into this whole spouse thing because I want to know. All right, Emily says, guess I'm still responsible for my 31-year-old. I'm about to see if his wings work. Out the nest you go. Either gonna fly, you gonna hit the ground. It's not gonna be pretty. Majority manly man says, I believe that language are defined by the people who use them. I don't disagree with that because there's a thing called vernacular. And vernacular has cultural connotations to it. It has a cultural attachment. So the same way as I live in Philly. I'm from Philly, born and raised in Philly. Never lived anywhere else, but I get accused of talking like I'm from New York all the time. I blame it on hip hop. I blame it on the influence of hip hop that got into me as a teenager. Plus, I had family in New York, but I ain't spend that much time up there. I really didn't. But I've had a lot of people from Philly tell me that I'm not from Philly because I don't talk like people from Philly. I'm like, you want to know the schools I've gone to? I mean, because that's all you really need to know. Like, from elementary school on up to high school, I couldn't have been from somewhere else when I spent these grades here. Like, what do you think? I just came down during the week, went back home on the weekends or some shit. But anyway, all right. But yeah, I believe in vernacular. So you accentuate your words based on the communication level that you have with the people that you talk to. As long as they understand what you're saying, it's good. Like in Jamaica, they don't speak proper English, but they understand what each other are saying. They speak a patois. Who's to say that Americans don't speak a patois also? Who's to say that? Well, evidently, we say it because we charge ourselves with speaking proper English. But okay. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, barman. You can call in Barman Freeman. 319-527-6199. You don't have to spend all your time typing. You don't. If you really want your voice to be heard, you want to get on the mic, you can talk. And I don't cut you off. I don't limit the time that you can talk, and I don't censor you. There's no censorship on this channel. YouTube might censor you, but I don't. I'll let you say whatever you want to say. You can express yourself freely. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said 319-527-6199. Call in, barman, get your shine. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number, or you can block your number, and I will just call you by unknown caller. 319-527-6199. Now, more than likely, you're not gonna call because most people don't have the balls to do that. Most people who want to troll don't have the balls to call in, because then you open yourself up to. You don't have to open yourself up to the way you look, but now you have to open yourself up to the way you communicate, the way you sound, the way you talk. Sort of like when you were younger and you would call into a radio station just to request a song, and you would be all nervous just to request a song. Yeah. This is O from around. This is O from Germantown, and I want to hear "Fairy Tale Lover" by UTFO. All right, O from Germantown, we about to play "Fairy Tale Lover" by UTFO. Coming up next on Power 99 FM. What's your favorite station? WDAS. Click. Ooh. All right. Anyway. TK Wright says they barely speak proper English in the UK. Exactly. That's actually how they can tell what part of England you're from. Yeah. All right. Oh, barman left. Okay. Well, that works. TK Wright was like, I was like, you from Uptown? Only if you consider Germantown to be that. Oh, you mean New York? No. All right. King 3. 3 to the 3rd power. What's up, OG? What's up, man? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. And Tory Minor says, okay, the guy, the guy you shoot a deer or no. What the hell? All right. Tony Parker says Tory Miners. That's okay. All right, y'all go ahead. Yeah. All right. Somebody said they was calling now, but they're not. All right. VVO says hi from Ukraine. Thanks for coming through. Peace to Ukraine. Fink says, can you drop some fire bars from us? Give me a minute. Let's do this first, and then we'll do that. Tory Minor says, not P instead of Q at the end. Okay. Yeah, well. Shoot. It might be P. They always adding on extra letters and shit, because it's actually LGBTQIA. More letters coming soon. They're gonna use up the whole alphabet. Raspberry, thanks for coming through. Oh man. Duck's voice says, you are my favorite. Oh my God, man. Eat a dick, motherfucker. Get out of here. Do I own guns? Yes, I own guns. Proud gun owner. And if you threaten my life or my family, I will not hesitate to. Let me stop lying. I might hesitate, but I'm gonna get the job done in time. But I would rather beat the shit out of you. I would rather us just get it on. You know. You shouldn't have done that. But I know, you know what I mean, my big ass, they'll try to shoot me. All right. Is an adult really responsible for another adult? In many of our examples, in our instances, we are. We are. Is it voluntary? Is it involuntary? That's where we start separating the men from the boys. That's when we start making our decisions. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. Honestly, from what I've seen, most adults don't mind taking responsibility for other adults when those adults are either unable to take care of themselves or when those adults are appreciative of the care that's being given to them, or the or the care or financial assistance that's being provided for them. You know, if you are the, oh my God, thank you so much, I appreciate you so much, anything I can do to pay you back or whatever, or I promise to pay you back as soon as I get a chance, those are the people who often are taken responsibility for by other adults. Those who run around here claiming, nah, shoot, I grew up to myself. Ain't nobody take care of me. I got my own. I don't need nobody to do this. Or you only did it for me because you wanted to look good, or you only did it for me so you could throw it in my face later. Those are the people who don't always persevere when it comes to somebody taking responsibility for them. So even in situations where there might be an obligation to take care of them, they may make that exit to not take care of them or to not be responsible for them as soon as they get a chance. For example, in a hospital or anything dealing with customer service, you know, as your job, you have the responsibility to treat each customer or each patient with love, care, respect. But if you are being verbally assaulted by that person, if somebody is coming out of a bag on you, if they going stupid on you, more than likely you're going to try to get them up out of your place of business as fast as possible. Some people will say, the hell with this job. They ain't going to be talking to me like that, and I'm firing back. Other people will say, okay, like nurses. Nurses will be like, okay, yeah, I understand. They're gonna give them that medication and get them up out of that bitch as fast as possible. Discharge. Get them up out of there. Give them whatever they need to get back out there in the streets. Because we don't want them up in here. But I have a responsibility to make sure that when they leave this place, that they can't sue this hospital, because that's going to get me in a lot of trouble. So they signed up for that responsibility, and they relish in that responsibility, but they have their ways of getting around it. Yeah, I took his blood pressure. I took his blood pressure, EKG, administered a couple of aspirin, got him the fuck on up out of here. Yeah, right. Heart rate was doing good. I don't know how he had a heart attack. I don't know how he had a heart attack when a few hours after leaving here. He was getting like 89 beats per minute. No tachycardia, no bradycardia. He was doing good. Look, check the tapes. Oh, that part of the tape. Oh yeah, he seems to have his arms flailing in the air and he pointing in my face. And yeah, there's no audio, but you can kind of tell that he's not praising me on how pretty I am and how nice I am. So there's that. So we're responsible for other adults voluntarily often, but if they act up, they get crazy on us, a lot of times we'll take the first exit out of that responsibility. I'm free of this no good. Yeah, get like a fax machine on their ass. All right. TK right says it's voluntary or involuntarily. Involuntary depending on your position in the other adult's life. Yeah. So it could be your niece or your nephew or your kids or grandkids, as long as they acting right, like sometimes responsibility, people will take responsibility and reward you with taking care of you based on something that you need to do. Like, yo, as long as you in school, I'm going to provide for you. As long as you in school, you can stay under this roof. The minute you start talking that dropping out shit, I mean, you just want to lay around up here or whatever, it's time for you to go. Time for you to go. Students are not adults, so you gotta get out. Cause this ain't no cult. No David Koresh. You stay fresh. I'm gonna kick you out. And nonetheless, I felt bad about it at the time, but I had to do this shit. I had to say this rhyme. You really think that I'm gonna keep giving money, putting that shit in your pocket? You rock it? No, it's not going down like that. The bread oven stops here and no loving. Well, I still love you, but I gotta tell you a little something. Yo, that money ain't no more pumping. So there won't be no stipend. Then there won't be no allowance. And it won't be no money in your pocket. Yo, we ain't doing that shit, not even a little bit. And I remember at the time when things were good, you used to be a nice, respectful kid. I could think that we would be together forever. But now you on some other shit, and I never seen a motherfucker be so ungrateful. And that is turning me from loving to being hateful. And I'm gonna take another exit out this bitch. Get the fuck out my crib, you mother. I'm not giving no birthday shout out. Y'all can do it if y'all want to. I'm not giving no shout out to no penis in your butt. Not doing it. Change your name and I'll give you a birthday shout out. Not doing it. Snooker Professional says, hello, sir. I have a problem I am facing from 3 days. All right. Speak on it. Speak on it. All right. The fuck? Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to check out something. Okay. I'm not able to poop. Try some warm water. Heat up some water. Like, this is warm water. It should help to break up your feces and move the crowd. As a matter of fact, try some if you have some baking soda, put some baking soda in the water. Warm it up. Not hot. It doesn't have to be hot. Don't burn your tongue. But warm it up to a good, above your body temperature level. Like warm soup, not hot soup, not to the point where you have to blow on it, but warm it up decent and put some baking soda in there, and that should move your bowels. If that doesn't do it, and you said you're already 3 days in, you should really be at the emergency room. Real shit. I don't know if you trolling or whatever, but 3 days you haven't had a bowel movement. You should be at the emergency room, especially if you've still been eating. So, bringing back the empire says, "What is your professional opinion on?" I don't know what jelking is. I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, since you're serious, yeah. Baking soda and water. Use it all the time. I'd use it daily. It keeps everything moving. Yeah, it's not healthy in any way not to have a bowel movement every day. But even if you miss a day, don't let yourself miss 2. 3 days, you're way over the limit. Especially if you're still eating. That's not good. It's not good at all. Fix that. You never use baking soda, use it today. and I can tell you how much to put in there. All right, hold on a second. All right, here you go. This is baking soda. A glass like this. This is about 16 ounces, some shit like that. This is an ordinary teaspoon, not a tablespoon, a teaspoon. For a glass of this size, 16 ounces, this should be enough. Let me get it closer to the camera. This should be enough. That's pretty much 3/4 of a teaspoon. Fill it up with water, and that should do it. You don't want to let it ever, if you ever see this at the bottom of the glass, never let it settle, and never drink it in its powdered form. Only when it's dissolved. It's dangerous to drink it in its powder form. It's not good for you. So it's just like anything else. Medicine becomes poison if you use too much of it, if you consume too much of it. Medicine becomes poison if you use too much of it. So that should do it. That should do it. I mean, y'all can pretty much figure out what kind of baking soda this is, but I'm at the point now where I don't want to give anybody any free advertising, so I'm not if I can help it. All right. But yeah, and it really works. And baking soda and water is really good for your digestive system. Just as a daily supplement, you can drink it every day, and you can drink it multiple times a day. But like I said, don't use too much. If it settles down the bottom after you shake it, keep shaking it. But really, if it tastes salty, you put too much in there. You put too much in there. Don't do that. By all means. Okay, as a matter of fact, I have baking soda right here. This is baking soda water. You see how it's settled at the bottom? You gotta shake that up. I didn't realize how prepared I was today. So I got the baking soda and water, the regular water. I got my tea. I got my smoothie, my colon ream. But yeah, so make sure that you don't let it settle to the bottom. Matter of fact, while we on camera, I'll drink a little. Yeah, I feel like I put a little too much in there because it's a little salty. And it's going to be a little salty anyway, but it shouldn't be salty. Like, when you taste it, and you're like, it's salty. It's just like if you eat a piece of meat that has been seasoned up. If it's seasoned well, you don't say, it's salty. But when it's seasoned too well and you use too much salt, you'll say that it's salty. Same concept here. All right. All right. Queen Charlie B, thanks for coming through. Lashandra Villalobos, thanks for coming through. Death 1551, okay, thanks for coming through, y'all. Man, I can't read that handwriting, but he says, please do not eat washing powder. You're right. I'll be sure not to do that. Phew, that was close. Death 1551 says, do you have any mental health advice? Advice, no. Techniques, yes. Queen Charlie B says, I thought it was only used for a laxative, baking soda water. Wow. And And we're not talking about, see, the thing about baking soda that's good is that it's actually natural. And it's alkaline. So you can make water alkaline water with baking soda. That's the good part. And because you can use baking soda as a cleaner, you can consider it to be cleaning out your intestines, your colon, all of that. It's a good thing. As long as you don't use too much. Any medicine that you take too much of is poison. This nigga says, "Oh, so you having a daily?" Yeah, no, I don't have. I never have digestive problems really, and I never have any problems moving my bowels, even when I don't take the baking soda. That's the good thing about the baking soda is your body is not going to become dependent on it. It's not going to be like, oh, I take my baking soda water today, I can't shit. That's not going to happen. It doesn't work that way. This is not drugs. It's not even a medication. It's a treatment. Stacy White, thanks for coming through, and thank you for the Father's Day shout out. I appreciate it. And Joe Plunkett say, hey, what's going on here? Just got here. Thanks for coming through. We are talking about, are adults really responsible for other adults? Can a full grown adult be responsible for another full grown adult? That's what we're talking about. We were giving examples of how it can happen, how it does happen. For example, your adult children. I mean, look. Some parents don't even want their adult kids to fly. They don't want them to go. You know, when that last child is graduating high school, about to go away to college, some parents get really depressed. They ain't got no kids to take care of. They need some grandkids, some little nieces and nephews, somebody to love. It's like that sometimes. So they may revel in taking responsibility for another adult. So no matter how, I know that we've all known the mama's boy who always leaned on his mom for whatever. He go out there in the world, get hooked up with some chick, expects the chick to live up to the expectations that he has of his mom. They break up or whatever. His mom comes to the rescue. She may have been the reason that him and his girl didn't work out because she was constantly sticking her nose in their business. So she was taking responsibility for him at a time when she really should have let him, grow into manhood and understand what being in a union is like. Well, how it really works. You're welcome, Snookers professionals. I hope it works out for you, and it should. TK Wright says, Queen, it can be used for that as well. Also, a sour stomach amount. Other thing. Oh yeah, if you got Virgo, you know what Virgo is? If you have Virgo, because all people born under the sign of Virgo, and I mean every last single one, they normally have problems with their stomach. Stomach be hurting. Stomach be bubbling. There's always some issue with the Virgo stomach. So if you have Virgo, this will help with Virgo. This will help get the Virgo going in you. This is good for Virgo. Shout out to Virgo. That's 1551 says, what's better, baking soda or vinegar? Well, they have different purposes, but you can use either one. But I haven't known vinegar to be as good as baking soda as far as digestive issues are concerned. I never heard anybody say, "Oh, you got a stomach ache? Here, take this vinegar." I never heard that. I'm not saying that. I just never heard it. Never heard it. TK Wright says, are you responsible for your viewers, son? Ask YouTube. Let me get on here and start talking reckless. Tell y'all to do some old crazy shit or start giving out false information. Channel down. Down. Speaking of down, make sure y'all hit the like button. Please make sure that y'all share the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy Son Show. My name is Son752. Other name is O. That's the birth name. So I appreciate y'all coming by. I appreciate everything, and I hope that you are a returning one. I'm down with y'all. Y'all down with Son. All right. Emily says, Carrie, that's the number one question. I wanted to ask that earlier, but I was trying to be good. You gotta be scared. You gotta be scared. Where your boy Buckshot at? All right, Sanders says, hello. Thanks for coming through. Stacy White says, the struggle and fight is real today. I agree. You said apple cider vinegar is as good? Is it as good? I don't know. Hold on. We got a battle. Which is better for stomach issues? Apple cider vinegar or baking soda and water? Okay. It says, so should you take apple cider vinegar or baking soda? You'll want to take apple cider vinegar for indigestion, acid reflux, heartburn, and other symptoms of low stomach acid. That will increase the acid level and help prevent the reflux and heartburn. Baking soda would just make your stomach more alkaline. I don't know what they talking about. Anybody and everybody I know who I've suggested take baking soda and water, their stomach issues was gone. And if it makes your stomach more alkaline, the alkalinity prevents you from having problems. So but it does say apple cider vinegar may protect against viruses and bacteria, improve blood sugar levels, and help you lose weight. Meanwhile, baking soda may strengthen your teeth, improve exercise performance, and perhaps even protect you from certain diseases. So I say, along came the boogie, say up jumped the boogie from the boogie to the boogie to be. So either one, try the baking soda, try the apple cider vinegar. For me and mine, I say baking soda. T. Carey Wright says apple cider vinegar. Put up your dukes. Come on, it's Father's Day. Baking soda over here. Come on. Get your little apple cider. Come on. Father's Day. I can hit a girl. Like fuck fighting. I'm just trying to scare him away. Gorilla God King. What's going on? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming through. Stacey White says, drink some hot coffee or some hot tea in the morning. You will go. A lot of times you will, especially if you put cream in this shit. Because a lot of times people talk about coffee makes them go. It's because they putting all that dairy in there. TK Wright says, yes, it's amazing for maintaining pH levels and digestive issues. That's what's up. Emily says, please do not link me with anyone else watching your broadcast. I roll solo unless I'm with D. Now, I know better than that, and you know better than that. I said, I know better than that. We could talk about it later, but I know better than that. I said, I know better, you know better, we know better. Stop the bullshit. But love is love, baby. All right, TK right says ACV is amazing. Apple cider vinegar is amazing and works quickly. Okay, keep both on tap. Okay, all right, very very liberal of you. Baking soda. Stacey White says, I hope Virgos hear that. He said he could hit a girl. It's Father's Day. It's Father's Day. Don't they always accuse fathers of being violent? Matter of fact, fuck this. Hold on. Let's see. Here's the reason I'm a father. All right, go ahead. Everybody take a screenshot. Okay. You didn't get it together fast enough? Okay. Sorry about the little reflection. Sorry about the little reflection. All right. Naturalista Rap. He says, what the fuck do Virgos have to do with him hitting? You almost made me spill out my yak. She almost made me spill my yak. Oh man. Well, Fatty Johnson. So I say Fatty. I don't know if y'all saw what just happened here. I don't know if y'all saw what just happened here. Fatty Johnson. All right. Oh man. Who knows what I'm thinking? Who knows what I'm thinking? So we didn't need. Oh, okay. We didn't need Buckshot. We got Fatty. We didn't need Buckshot. We got Fatty. Okay. 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 Okay, Buckshot. I got you. All right. So taking responsibility for other adults. Okay, now in the case of a man taking a woman, let's say, or a woman taking care of a man, let's say y'all are in a romantic relationship, and a lot of men believe that if they are dating a woman, then they should take care of all of the woman's bills. Or plenty of women have said, well, if I have a problem paying my bills, or if I'm in a jam I shouldn't have to, and I have a man and I can't go to him for any money or whatever, then we shouldn't be together. Then he's not really my man. Something like that. Something how the way it goes on these memes that I see. Thank you so much, Stacy. I'm about to get with you in a minute. Thank you for that super sticker. Appreciate that so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But yeah, in a situation like that, a lot of people will advise against it. A lot of people will say, well, no, if that woman, if y'all not married or whatever, you don't have to provide for anybody. Or if in the case of, especially in the case of a woman taking care of a man, let's say he ain't working right now, he's between jobs, or he don't have a place to stay, a car to drive, or whatever, and she's providing all of that for him. She may be taking care of him and taking responsibility for him, but a lot of people are going to say that he's nothing but a bum and you shouldn't be doing that. Now, whether she decides to keep doing that or not is up to her. But a lot of people will probably have an opinion on that. And I would like to know, what is your opinion on that? What is your opinion on men who take care of their girlfriends, women who take care of their boyfriends? What do you think? Now, I mind my business when it comes to this shit, but we can talk about it. But I understand how it goes, and it goes the way it goes. Consenting adults can make the decision about whether they want to take care of each other or not, be taken care of or not. But what do you think? What do you think? If you've had family members or friends, like, when your auntie, who has been celibate for like 5-6 years, maybe even double-digit years, all of a sudden gets this new boyfriend and moves him in with the quickness, all of the nieces and nephews are looking like, yo, what's up with Elaine? Yeah, Elaine got a new man. They living together. Like, yeah, I know. Well, what's going on with Auntie Elaine? Yo, we need to go over there and check out Auntie Elaine's new boo. Because I know Auntie ain't dated since her husband died, or Auntie ain't dated since, since her boyfriend ran off with this, that, and the third, or whatever. She done had the cookie on lock. And all of a sudden, you mean to tell me Auntie that moved the nigga in, and she don't know him? Y'all say she only known him for like a few weeks? Oh, hell no.
90 seconds.
This ain't gonna be pretty. All of them favorite nieces and nephews, they coming through for Auntie Lane. Yo! Auntie! They gonna be checking dude out. They gonna be checking dude out for real.
60 seconds.
Oh, let me fade that down a little bit. But yeah, when your favorite aunt, who's been celibate for like 10 years, whatever, and she just moved her boyfriend in out of the blue, yeah, there's gonna be questions. There's gonna be investigations. He's definitely gonna be put under a microscope. They might have a PD out on him. That's a private detective. Like, yo, well, PI, private investigator. Like, where did he come from? What did he do to open up Auntie Elaine's doors? You know what I mean? Because my Auntie Elaine is sweet. I don't want nobody messing with her. I don't want nobody disturbing her peace. I don't want nobody. They found out Auntie Elaine's new boo ain't got no job, no place to stay. He ain't got no money. He can't make his own way. But he opening up them legs and them doors and them lips, and yo, he's moving them hips. And Auntie is so proud to have him come through. It don't matter what she got to do. She said, yo, this is my man. I know my nieces and nephews don't like it, but I can stand back, stand down. Yo, don't come around talking about he can't be around. Yo, it is what it is. Yo, Auntie Elaine Biz. I said, yo, it is what it is. This is Auntie Elaine's Biz. I say, yo, it is what it is. My favorite Auntie Elaine Biz. I say, yo, it is what it is. My favorite Auntie Elaine's Biz. Merc Pharaoh says, I got nicknames for all my guns. Well, good. Cool. Tank, thanks for coming through, man. He says, ain't seen my son since February 3rd. I pulled up today with flowers for my baby mom. How'd it go? So I turned my life around. That's good shit. You ain't seen your son since February. Okay. So you saw him today. That's what's up. That's a success story for me. I like that. I hate to hear about stories about men being separated from their fathers. I mean, from their children. Oh, dang, you said she called the cops. Fuck. Did she take the flowers? Did she take the flowers? Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Before we get into that. Hey, yo, Stacy. Yo, thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super sticker. Thanks, that's the sticker. Then the other thing, you are the queen, I am the king. You the thing, I appreciate the dough. And you know how it go. And I also appreciate this call yesterday. You know how we get down today. I wanted to make sure that, that didn't go undone. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. But damn, Tank. Man, No, they can't call it no more, TK, right? It's shut down. When y'all hear that 90 seconds left, 60 seconds left, 30 seconds left, that's it. Blog Talk done. Blog Talk done. Damn, Tank said she threw the flowers. I said, this is for you stepping up while I was away. Damn, huh? I feel for you. That's Yo, all I can say and all I can suggest is that you keep trying. And I say keep trying because it's worth it. It is worth it. It will be worth it. And somewhere down the line, oh, she asked you for $2,300. Oh, okay. And it's Father's Day. Okay. She looking for that back pay. Okay. Oh, she getting the oh. Damn, that's it. Well, she getting evicted at $2,300. Oh, I guess she want that for the next credit. Because once you are under eviction, you can't come through with the money. You can't stop that. Can't stop it. She needs 2 months rent. All right, listen. Let's do these birthday shout outs. Because it's Father's Day. I gotta get it moving. I gotta go be fatherly. But I do wish you all the best. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 16th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So wait. Is it the 16th? Oh, fuck. 17th. June 17th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get. So it is the 16th? Come on, man. What we got? The fuck? You gonna make me turn to the calendar? Oh, it is. All right, 16. I'm sorry. Damn, I gotta fix it. Okay. Number one out the box, Michelle Heath, turning 58 years old today. And also Stephanie Miss Tall Body Leary, happy birthday to you. And Donna McKenzie Falk, happy birthday to you. And Marita Martin, happy birthday to you. And Nawachaku, no, I'm sorry. Nawachukwu, Nawachukwu Faith Amanda, happy birthday to you. And Tamara Lindsay, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, Tiffany Wilson. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious June 16th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing, do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, yo, whether it's the 16th or the 17th, I'm here, you're here, everybody here. Taking responsibility for another person, whether they are a child, adult, elderly. And you know what? That's one thing that we didn't get into. Elderly are full adults. Sometimes when our elderly people are sick or hurting or disabled or something like that, we take full responsibility for them, contractually and voluntarily. So many times you may become power of attorney so you can make the decisions, the lifetime decisions that are involved with your mom, your dad, or another full-grown adult who may need your assistance and who may not be in a position to make the best decisions for their well-being or for their future or for their estate. So in that regard, yeah, that's a big responsibility. And that is dealing with an adult. So if an adult feels like they should be responsible for another adult, they'll probably step up and be responsible for that other adult. And sometimes other adults will ask other adults to be responsible for them. So they need help. We all need help at some point. We all need help at some point in our lives. Thanks for coming through. Tigets? Tigets? So, all right, let's get on up out of here. Listen, I want to say happy birthday to all of the fathers. Oh, happy birthday. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Appreciate y'all coming through. I do. Appreciate you coming through. I do. And I appreciate all of the fathers out there who are active, the ones who really, really are active in their children's lives, whether they get approval or not. Being a father is the biggest gift, the greatest gift that any man can ever have. And if you don't believe that, you look at how men who were unable to produce children or be with children that they wanted to be with are. They're never happy. They are never, ever, ever happy. It's like a void, a big void. So once again, peace to all. Peace and thank you to all of the fathers, the stepfathers, the bonus dads, the teachers, the coaches, the mentors, the old heads, everybody and anybody who has taken a child under their wing for the good purposes and helped to provide for them, guide them, protect them, teach them, educate them, and foster something positive in their lives that they will take with them forever. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, Monday going into Tuesday, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all come through. And make sure y'all hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And so, I say holla back. Oh, hold on. Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. 1, 2. On the other side, my boobers. 3, 4. Yeah, you know the score, my boobers. Peace, y'all. All right, holla back.